Alright, so another Star Wars vintage collection figure for you today. This one is the Jedi, and I'm going to butcher this name. Aayla Secura? Aayla Secura? I don't even know how you say it because I haven't watched Clone Wars in so long. I don't remember how you pronounce her name, but anyway, we got this figure here that we're going to crack open today. So we got the cool Clone Wars art there on the front. Nice, cool retro style packaging. You got your timeline on the back. Got pretty much everything you need in a cool little figure. So let's go ahead and crack it open. Alright, so here we have her out of the package, and she does come with a couple accessories. She comes with a lightsaber that's lit up and one that isn't. Alright, so now we'll take a look at the figure itself. Comes with a, she's got her nice Jedi robes there. She's got that set up. There's no real way to like hold it back off of her head, really. Maybe you can kind of tuck it in there behind her her head tails or something. So I probably won't display it with the robe just because it's a little cumbersome, but that's fine. I mean, this is a small figure, so they did the best they could as far as the robe goes. So we'll put that off to the side there and take a look at what we got here as far as the sculpt goes. And we got a really good face sculpt there. Done really, really well. The tails look good. Her outfit's pretty plain, but looks good. We got some details here with these, I don't even know what these are, some sort of tassels there or something. And then she's got her belt. Everything's painted nicely. Everything looks good. Again, it's a simple layout, a simple design, paint-wise, sculpt-wise, but it works well. It looks good. I think it looks good. I think the paint apps are done really well, especially on the head. Paint apps are done well on the arm. The wraps around the tails there. Everything looks good. I mean, it's done really, really well. I think they did a great job on this one. We do have the articulation there in the upper torso. We've got some head articulation on the ball joint. Arms, as usual. Single jointed elbows. We've got wrist rotation. We don't really have rotation so much on the hips like we do on some of the other figures, but the hips do go out ridiculously so. So for whatever they put that on there for, I have no idea. And then you've got rotation at the knee, which of course is single jointed, comes up about that far. And then on the feet, you've just got, on this one, rotation. There's not a whole lot of back and forth there on that one. But all in all, the articulation is good, the sculpt is good, the paint is good. Yeah, I think this one works really well. It looks like the character from the show, and I dig it. Alright, so let's throw it up with some other characters and see how she stacks up. Alright, so here we have her with some of her fellow vintage collection line. We got the Battle Droid, the Super Commando, Darth Vader, and we've got Miggs Mayfeld, and I think she stacks up well. She probably should be a little shorter than the Commando and Miggs and the Battle Droid, I would think, but that's fine, whatever. We can fudge it. Alright, and here we have her with some actual vintage, like 1978, 1980 vintage Kenner Princess Leia's. On the left, we've got the Bespin Princess Leia from Empire Strikes Back, and on the right, we've got the original Princess Leia from Star Wars A New Hope, and yeah, stacks up really well with these two. Would look really good on a display together. Alright, and just for the hell of it, we'll throw her up with some 6-inch scale figures. These are both Star Wars Black Series. On the left, we got Ahsoka Tano, and on the right, we've got Kanan from Rebels. And yeah, doesn't work. This is not something you want to display together, but you know, it gives you a good idea of scale, and the fact that I think she's just as detailed as Ahsoka is pretty cool for a 3 3/4 inch figure. Alright guys, and just for shiggles, honestly, because I just wanted to see if I could fit this thing in my photo booth, we've got my original 1978 Millennium Falcon, which is complete, by the way, and we've got her there in the cockpit, and she fits perfectly. She does well. I think this works well. If you've got one of these, now obviously if you have the newer one that's bigger, it probably fits a little bit better, but all in all, this was made for 3 3/4 inch scale, so she works. Alright, so all that's left is talk about the price, and I picked this up at Walmart for 10 bucks, $9.97. And yeah, I think that's a great deal. I think that works really well. I think you're getting a lot of figure for 10 bucks as far as sculpt and paint and detail. And yeah, you're getting single jointed elbows and knees, but you still got a lot of good articulation in a figure this small. At 10 bucks, this thing is way worth it. Now, in general, how do I feel about this figure? I love it. It's great. This is a really good representation of this character. I think it works well. You can put this in just about any 3 3/4 inch display and it's going to work perfectly. Even old, legitimate vintage retro stuff from the 80s, I think it still works. If you've got a 3 3/4 inch display, she's going to fit right in.